Hello, everyone. This is Mayor McFadden.
Nobody here, David.
It is 6:50, and this is a public hearing on local law, draft local law number 5, use of video conferencing for municipal buildings. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor McFadden.
Present.
Deputy Mayor Shaw.
Present.
Trustee Brooke, absent. Trustee Tasker. I'm sorry.
He's coming in right now, so.
Trustee Shara.
Present.
We have a quorum, so I'm going to move forward.
Okay.
All right, so let's open the public hearing. Be it resolved to open the public hearing on draft local law number 5, use of video conferencing for municipal meetings. May I have a second, please?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, there is no one. Aye. Since there is no one in the audience this evening, I'm going to see if there's anyone that is zoomed in the Zoom area and to see if they have any questions. And in the meantime, Trustee Tasker, Shaw, or Cher, do you have any questions about this video conferencing? You might want to mention what this is, Brian.
Sure, Mayor. This is a law that follows New York state legislation that made changes to the open meetings law as far as video conferencing. Prior to this state law being adopted, the rule was that a board member could video conference in so long as you posted your address where you were located in case somebody else wanted to attend the meeting. This law changes the public officers law so that first, in order to even consider participating by video conference, you need to enact the local law that's before you tonight. If you do that, it doesn't require that you video conference, but it gives you the authority. The law is also a lot more restrictive. You need at least 3 board members in a place that's publicly accessible under the new law. That could be together, or that could be 3 separate locations, but addresses would have to be posted and it would have to be accessible.
That's a good exception.
Other members typically can't just participate from home or some other location unless they have these extenuating circumstances that they're either ill, traveling, circumstances that we address in the proposed rules, where you can determine that in that case, somebody wouldn't have to make their site accessible because they're either, traveling or far away, but they'd be able to still participate in the meeting.
Terrific.
And lastly, any member can participate by video conference, but the question is when they count for the quorum and they're able to vote. So in order to do that, you need this law. And since you have the system that you have, it'd probably be a good idea to adopt the law for that purpose. And then we've also provided you with proposed rules and regulations, which are required to be enacted. So what we would do tonight is if you approve it, you would enact the law, then you would approve the procedures, and they both become effective when the law is filed.
Thank you very much for that. I see we don't have anyone from the audience. I'll go around the horn here with the trustees to see if they have any questions before we close the hearing. Trustee Tasker?
None for me, thank you.
Trustee Shaw?
No questions?
Trustee Sheriff?
How does this relate to the, I guess what the governor just passed?
The executive order.
Yeah, executive order.
Yeah, it's a good question. So the executive order that's been extended continuously, well, there was a break, but then Governor Hochul extended it again. That's an executive order under the COVID emergency that allows all municipalities to conduct meetings, not only by video conference, but even by telephone conference. And so that remains in effect. So right now, if the board needed to have a remote meeting where nobody was present and no addresses were posted, you can still do that right now through July 14th. And that's been extended on a kind of month-to-month basis. And they always kind of do it like last night, the executive order was extended, so you don't get much notice on that. So it gets a little tricky when you're scheduling public hearings and meetings if you plan to be remote.
Right.
Some municipalities are still fully remote, only a few of them. So that remains in effect. If you needed for some reason to have a special meeting and everybody couldn't get together, you could still do it by video, regardless, and having nothing to do with this local law. This is kind of long-term.
Terrific.
This will ultimately replace, the executive order when it expires.
Yeah, and it
That's the
won't
idea.
be quite as free as the
Yep.
executive order is. It's got a lot more restrictions, but yes, right now, you would operate under the executive order if you needed to. And then when that expires, you would go to this law.
Great.
Okay, be it resolved to close the public hearing on draft local law number 4 of 2022, use of video conferencing for municipal meetings. And I'm going to close the hearing. This meeting is adjourned. Now, I see we have a guest of honor this evening. Jamie Ruiz, is it pronounced?
Yes, sir.
All right, why don't you come on up? Do you want to, we're going to vote, and do you want to swear him in?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we swap over?
Yes, and you guys can get your cameras ready. All right, so I'm going to remove this from the consent agenda since our Jamie is here with his family. And I move that the Board of Trustees approve the chief's request to hire part-time police officer Jamie Ruiz, effective immediately. Okay, may I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, terrific. So we're going to swear you in. I'll stand next to you and the chief. Why don't you come right up here, Jamie? And Elizabeth will be here. And first she'll swear you in. You guys want to take, you want to come up and stand in here or whatever, please do. Because I don't want to get in the way.
JAYMIE.
Yes, ma'am. Do you have it? Because we can't imagine it. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Can you share?
I do.
I guess, screen sharing. Yeah, okay, good. Good. Yeah, we gotta have that.
First and then.
Just why don't you swear, Jamie? in?
Okay, so we do this for all of the employees when they come on board with us. So you just have to repeat after me, please, and hold up your right hand, please. I, Jamie Ruiz,
I, Jamie Ruiz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of part-time police officer
the duties of part-time police officer
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Right there, please. Thank you. Welcome to Tuxedo
Thank you.
Park.
Then we'll do one picture. And chief.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Well, congratulations. It's really great to see your family here. Do you want to introduce us?
Yes, this is my mother,
Hi,
Jennifer.
I'm Jennifer. Nice
Hello.
Hi, Jennifer.
My cousin Mary Grace.
Hi, Mary Grace.
My other cousin Hazel.
Hazel, how are you?
My little brother.
Hi, Jamie. You're the man. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you
Thank you.
on campus.
to
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to Tuxedo Park.
I love it. Love it.
Chief, pull it right out of the consent agenda for you. Put it right up front. Hey, where's my paycheck?
Maybe you need a raise.
I do. This is every 2 weeks, right? Our checks?
Yes, that's correct.
Not very much.
Okay, so we're gonna start in 1 minute.